They found love in a distant country part 2. Welcome to the Savannah Storytellers channel, where we give you the best African talks, love stories, folklore and more. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel. We appreciate your support. Now back to the story. Osas had called Ayanda the morning after to see if she was alright. He couldn't wipe the memory of the night before so easily. Their conversation on the phone blended so well, like they knew each other for long. He told her how remarkably beautiful she was, and how much he desired to meet her again. The next few days later, their bond grew stronger as they anticipated their next meet. In a time when people enjoyed their own company, Ayanda and Osas grew fond of each other and talked at different hours of the day. Friday night had come as they planned to meet up somewhere in the city. Osas flew to Bangkok from Phuket after an emergency meeting. He had sometimes wished he lived there in Phuket because of the proximity to the ocean. This time, he was excited to meet up with Ayanda in Bangkok for their date. The location was at a mall around Salem train station at a Nigerian restaurant. Ayanda had told him of her desire to try some Nigerian delicacies she seldom sees in Nigerian movies. It was about 7 p.m. that Friday night, and the streets of Bangkok were jammed with its usual traffic. Osas had arrived from the train station just right above the restaurant. In his blue Ankara shorts and black shirt, Osas needed the calmness of the city that night so he could whisper sweet things to Ayanda. Ayanda arrived at the restaurant 10 minutes after Osas. She wore short denim jeans, a white shirt, and sneakers with a baseball hat. "Hi pretty one," Osas greeted and hugged her, welcoming her into the not crowded restaurant. She told him how excited she was meeting him over a Nigerian dinner. Without hesitation, Osas ordered a popular soup called igisi for her. He was served 2 bowls of soup and 2 wraps of fufu. "This is my favorite," he told her while watching his hands. "Ayanda, cut from this and dip into the soup, and watch your stomach bless you for this gift," he told her, smiling while he watched her try the delicacy for the first time. "This is so good," she said after tasting the food. They had finished their dinner and ended up at the mall right above the restaurant for some dessert. She told him of her love for chocolate ice cream and how silly Cece thought she was about chocolate. "Like to have some?" she asked him, giggling to his facial response of indecision. They got some cone ice cream and walked around the mall holding hands. Ayanda never felt this more relaxed and happy in a long time. "Ayanda, the last few days have been different for me. I kept thinking of you. It's crazy to imagine I'm in love with you. I like to have you in my life because you are like a missing puzzle that has been solved. Give me a chance to love you better," Osas told Ayanda as they sat on the wooden chair and watched people in the center of the shopping mall. Flattered by his words of sincerity, Ayanda held on to his hands, looking into his eyes, smiling in agreement to date him. Their conversation lasted briefly before heading to the game section to play some virtual reality games. Osas noticed Ayanda was a bit shaky as they played. He teased her a little to calm her down. He told her stories of his childhood and how he was scared of the boogeyman. Laughing hard, he told her of an experience with his elder brothers the night his parents were out of town. That night he finally overcame his fear of the dark. "My brothers tied my hand to the bed, switched off the light and shut the door, leaving me alone in the dark," he said. "I cried so hard but soon realized my tears weren't going to save me anyway. That was the last moment I won my fear." Analyzing the moment, he demonstrated how creepy it felt and how he was able to erase fear from his imagination. Ayanda wished she had met Osas earlier. She thought of him differently. She adores his simplicity and storytelling abilities. She told him of her childhood days and how much she misses those times sometimes. "Why can't we just be happy forever?" she asked. After telling him about some experiences that broke her trust and ruined good times. "This is life and it's not perfect, but it is left for us to forge our happiness ourselves. Even more important is what you have here standing next to you. Let's start a new chapter of our lives," he said, leaning closer to her and kissing her on the lips. Those kisses light up the dark space of her emotions. "I know a place around here that hosts Salsa night. Do you want to go?" Ayanda asked Osas. "Salsa? I'm terrible with dancing, I shouldn't embarrass myself there," he replied, smiling. Their bond felt deeply rooted in their abilities to be genuine and original to themselves. "It doesn't matter, let's go have some fun for the night," she told him and dragged his right hand, then left the spot they were. A few blocks away was the clubhouse. Admiring the beauty of the space, Osas told her of his first experience in a club and how much he likes to dance when he is tipsy. Laughing uncontrollably, she teased him but cheered his audacity of being able to dance after drinking alcohol. "Babe, when I'm tipsy I just sit like a dummy and dangle my head," she said, giggling. "Want some tequila shots?" Osas asked, signaling the waitress over for some shots of tequila. She nodded in agreement and had a rack of tequila delivered to them. "Salute." They cheered before drinking the shots, then continued their chit-chat. She told him of her life goals and how much she wanted to achieve in life. It was time for the salsa dance and the MC announced. Ayanda stood up, beckoning for Osas to join her on the dance floor. She thought he was a novice who needed some lessons but was stunned to see how great he danced. "Where did you learn this?" she questioned. "I was in Mexico for 2 years during my internship days. Those were nights of salsa in Mexico City. Many things you are yet to know about me, but not bad ones. Keep your fingers crossed," he told her, smiling. They danced for about an hour and sat danced to watch other people dance. The night has been fun, filled with unplanned activities. Ayanda was blown away and she fell deeper in love with Osa's spontaneity. Both of them wanted to spend more time together. "Take me home, babe," Ayanda told Osas after they left the clubhouse. He took her home with him after a night of fun. 2 months later, they went on a trip to South Africa to see Ayanda's family and also stopped over in Lagos, Nigeria to meet Osas's family. They spent 2 weeks visiting family in both countries. On the flight back to Bangkok, Ayanda's mind drifted back to days where she thought she could never find love and happiness in a foreign country. She smiled after realizing that love can find you anywhere in the world as long as you don't give up. The end. If you like this story, kindly like this video and subscribe to our channel. We'd like to hear from you. Drop a comment on what you think about this story. See you in the next episode. Bye.